So a little while ago, I bought another daily driver as this was just really slow and just needed a bit of work, and I just sort of got, to be honest, I actually got really sick of driving it. Anyway, things have happened and I want to get it back on the road. So today's video, we're going to have a look to see what's wrong with it. We're going to make a list. All right, so let's have a look. First thing you'll notice, these grills they just need to be changed. And here we are. So there's a couple of things you probably notice. This headlight's all yellowed. This one's yellowed as well. It's not as bad, but anyway, they both need to be fixed. I just need to replace the MAF. I just borrowed this from a friend because my old MAF was bad. I just wanted to confirm that it was broken. Anyway, I've done that. So I've already started to take off the air conditioning, the heater, anyway, parts of the cabin filter area, because there's a problem. So when you drive it, the power's a bit all over the place. At certain parts, there's like flat spots around like probably 3.5 and then 4.5, and then between 5.5 to sort of 6.5, it's a bit sort of flat. And anyway, more or less, it's to do with the Vanos unit. I'm just trying to work out what it is. All right, so let's dive under and have a look. Excuse the chickens. So we're just having a look underneath. So I've got to change up this exhaust. Plus, to be honest, I want to anyway. It's not really the best looking exhaust. My God. So yeah, it's M52 headers, which you can maybe see up there, into an E46 mid pipe that's then been modified. I cut out the resonators that were in it and then added an X pipe. This is obviously a little while ago and it wasn't rusty when I did this. And then it's a bit of a Frankenstein piped into a muffler. Also the fuel tank strap broke, and I ended up just making my own one just to get me by. But turns out this is actually somewhat of a common problem on the E46s. It's always the right one, so the driver's side one, or if you're in a left-hand drive country, it's normally the passenger side. But anyway, it's always the right one. Left one's fine, as I'm sure you can see. Looks like I've got a small leak from the transmission. It's probably just a washer. Yeah, it's probably just a washer. It seems to mostly only be leaking from the actual drain point, and then it sort of spread everywhere. It's been years since I've done that. Oh my God. Let's have a look under here. Sway bar end link. Not very good. That needs to be changed. That ball joint looks a little bit sad. I think it would still pass, but I want to change it anyway. How does that ball joint look? Yeah, that doesn't look... I think it's probably worth replacing that. May as well just order some new control arms for it. They aren't that expensive. That bush there is fine. Bushing there doesn't actually look too bad. It's not split and it's not leaking, but it does look a bit sad, as does that wheel speed sensor as well. Right, so we're going to go with front control arms, sway bar end link. Wheel speed sensor is probably worth changing. Even though it still works, it'll probably fail on me soon. Sway bar looks okay. This is actually an aftermarket sway bar from Whiteline. It's not even that old. Looks like I've got an oil leak. Classic. All right, we're now at the back and there's a huge leak on this diff. I don't really know which seal is leaking or if it's just leaking from everywhere. It looks like it's been leaking for a little while and it's gone everywhere. So may as well just pull the diff out and fix that. It's gonna be a nice, exciting job. Now under the rear end. Can't really see if that's bad or not. Subframe. Can't really see much. Probably worthwhile replacing. CV boot looks alright. Can't see the trailing arm. Can't really see this bush either. Alright, so things have escalated quickly. I was just having a look at the carpet from the driver's side rear and it seemed a little bit damp, just like the tiniest little bit. I've just pulled out the carpet to have a look. So there's some black mold and this carpet is soaked. Having a moldy car is something that I'm pretty concerned about. We used to live in a moldy house a little while ago, and anyway, I had some health issues from that, so I'm not really too sure what to do. At the very least, I'm gonna let this carpet dry out and then have a look to see what it looks like. But if I can't get the mold out, then I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm either going to buy another car or I'm going to try and source another carpet